Hello everybody, welcome back to my second Lego unboxing and assembly video. This week I've chosen a couple different ones. Last week I did the Star Wars TIE Fighter, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but like I said, there's three reasons for me to buy a kit. One is if it's something I really like and want to put up on my shelf, and two is if it's got some really weird, interesting parts that I've never seen before or I'd like to have in my collection, or three if it looks fun to assemble. And this one kind of, I'm not a big Porsche fan, but I like the look of this kit. I think it looks really cool. It's got some really cool, looks like they've got some interesting curved pieces that I haven't had before. And I'm interested in that. But more importantly, the one complaint I got from my video last week was that it was really long. It was over an hour. And this is about a third the pieces. So I'm hoping I can do this in about 20 minutes. So I will be doing this Porsche Speed Champions Forza Horizon 4. Not sure what that means. I'm not a race car guy. I'm not a speed guy. But it looks like a good kit. Box is in good shape. Again, if this were a collector, I would have trouble here, as you can see. But again, this unfortunately, fortunately, it's going to go right in the garbage or recycling once I'm done. I'm just interested to see how they get this whole giant arena in the... I'm kidding, of course. There's no arena. But before I do this, I did want to stretch it out a little bit. And while I was at Lucky this morning buying groceries and stuff, I picked up one of these little minifig kits as a bonus, Series 21. I bought these in the past. I gave up when I got like 4 of the rugby players in a row and just like, oh, can this stop? But this is a completely different series. These all look interesting and fun. I am curious to see what I get. If you've never done these before, they're just little minifigs with a few accessory items, and they're generally pretty fun. So let's see what we got here. See if I can open it up in one try. There we go. All right, what did I get? I got, looks like a pilot of some kind. Wow, this is interesting. I've never had one of these. Kind of hokey. Is it really? All right. That looks very Duplo-ish. I'm going to give that one a C- on the in the parts department. But as always, the fig is cool. Oh, they gave me hair too. Interesting. All right, that kind of makes up for the weirdness of the of everything. Oh, it's a kid. All right, sorry. It's got the short legs. You know what? I bet it's supposed to go like this. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not my favorite assembled kit, I gotta say. But they did give it extra pair of goggles, which is nice. Propeller, I guess, goes there. Doesn't spin. Okay. Helmet. And goggles. Given a choice between... I usually don't give my minifigs hair unless that's all they come with. I usually go with either the helmet or a hat or something. I don't know. This hair looks really big for a kid. The hair is like bigger than the kid itself. Stick with the helmet. Oh, stick with the helmet and call this one... I'm going to call this one Janet, the kid future pilot, and she can supervise the construction of our minifig, or of our Porsche. Fun. Okay. This one doesn't tape. The other one taped, and it's got a little pop-out thing. I'm not a fan of those because it just makes the box look like crud when you're done. But you know what? I've got my extra sharp knife. I'm just gonna... This is my Devo. This is a gift from my best friend Dave. Hey, props to my friend Dave. I'm actually going to see him in a couple weeks, and he is moving to North Carolina, and in the course of doing so, he is giving me a huge batch of his old Legos. So that, of course, in addition to being my best friend, that makes him my best friend, even if he wasn't. So if any of you want to be my best friend, send me a big box of Legos. Any orphaned Legos, I will give a home. I have no direct preference. All right. Careful, that knife is very sharp. Oh, stickers. Always a bit more of a challenge, but they're fun. Put that up there where I can see it. They didn't bother to number the kits because it's a pretty simple kit, honestly. Some interesting parts in here. Okay, I'm gonna say this could be cool. As always, I always separate out my parts, and I'll do so now. Not a lot of duplicate parts here, so I don't think we have so many piles so much as just a bunch of ones. Interesting. I was looking at different kits, stuff that I might want to do for other videos. I actually have another one here that I'm going to do. I might do 2 small ones this week. The other one is a Technic kit. Always interesting. Tires, hubs, full-size legs that actually bend. It's not a child minifig. Cool. I normally sort by color and style, but when you got 3 of the same style that in different colors, I consider that acceptable to put them together at that point. A couple axles, probably for here. Big block. It's funny how this used to be considered a small brick, and now it's like huge. There we go. Second pack. A good friend. Call this guy Barry the race car driver. How's that sound? He also comes with hair and a helmet. Interesting. Again, like I said, the hair interests me the least. It actually looks really artificial, and I know the Lego, looks artificial, but I'm more a fan of the assorted other headwear. I mean, not to say I won't keep it. I'll definitely keep them. I'll keep all my Legos into my grave, but you know, given the choice between a cool helmet or, you know, yet another brown or black or blonde or what have you hair, always go for the helmet. Couple of flats, a couple more of these. Steering wheel, of course. This is like the original steering wheel. This steering wheel has to be like 40 years old in design. It's funny, they do change things up and make things different, but some of the stuff they just keep the same. I appreciate that. A couple of cones, mini cones rather. These probably go with the wheels. Just guessing. I wonder what the brown stuff is for. Is there? I don't see any. Well, maybe it's the interior, like leather interior. It'd be kind of cool. And one thing about sorting pieces is you can't spend all day doing it. So if you start one pile, forget, and just start another pile, it's not the end of the world. You'll find them as you progress through the kit. It gets easier and easier to do as you have less and less stuff on your table. And here we go. Here's Barry the race car driver's helmet. You can swap that out. He has a clear shield. Very cool. I remember my first space kit, like 80s spaceman from the movie, had a bunch of those, and they didn't even have shields. They just had helmets, and they were like the base. I guess they give 2 of these with every kit now. That's cool. They were just like the rankest, most basic junk. And, oh, a couple more of these from the last kit, but in black instead of gray. Very nice. And a lot of odds and ends. Barry was a race car driver. It's not quite the song. I don't know if any Primus fans out there. Let's see. don't get a lot of these. And these are new. By the way, this one right here, this rounded flat, I have never had those before this kit, so excellent. But those are the other ones. Honestly, I haven't been buying kits or putting them together like I used to, and so I'm a little behind on some of the newer parts. And that's another reason why I started this channel, was an excuse to stay caught up with what's going on in Legoland. Probably a spare headlight there. Not a big fan of the clear Legos. I don't think there's something about the way they look. They don't quite fit in. They're a little jarring. I mean, you know, they work, but I usually go for yellow for headlights, or and then obviously red for taillights. So that's my own personal preference. I'm sure there are dozens of Lego engineers listening to my preferences and taking notes as we speak. I mean, again, I don't dislike them. I just have a preference for clear. All right, kit is sorted, I think. All right, instruction time. Small book, not to be surprised. All right, I'm a step ahead of them on assembling the on Barry the driver. Oh, I guess these are cones. All right. Less cool than I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be neat little parts on the kit itself, but they're just, you have 3 of them. Roadside cones. I guess it makes sense when you think about it. That's about waist high. That's about where a road cone should be in real life. All right, put those aside. Now we're into the meat of it. One thing I noticed in the last video, I got to make sure that I keep the main focus of the assembly in the camera. I think it'll just make for a better looking setup. And try to keep my hands out of it more too. I guess this is the engine block. Interesting. Oh. Put that one on backwards. I didn't used to love these, and now I do. Of course, if you look at my old Legos, they're all full of tooth marks from when I was a kid and couldn't get Legos apart, so I just tear them apart with my teeth. Yes, I regret that, if anyone asks. And this one, sorry. There. That's the front assembly, I guess. Back assembly. Oh, shoot, did I do that right? Yep, I did do it right. Huh. Always a good thing. This is probably the driver's compartment we're working on here, I would guess. Yeah, these are probably the running boards right here, right there, I guess. Yeah, that's exactly right. Always fun to speculate. There we go. Probably the driver sits somewhere in that area. Huh. Interesting. I'm a little surprised they're going flat here. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Alrighty. 2 of these. And 2 of these. See, right there I had these in 2 separate piles, but it's fine. They all get found eventually. Every part gets used. Oh, I see what they're doing. Yeah, they wanted to flush it out, but they can't have the bumps in the way. Clever. Clever, those Lego engineers. I mean, it's less structurally sound, but it looks great. Is that right? No, that's the wrong part. There it is. Oh, I totally had it wrong stuff. God, I didn't sort that properly. Yes, I know I'm a little on the uptight side when it comes to my Legos. Oh, I already did that. I need these two here and here. Uptight being a polite way of saying a ruder word. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it's the interior. Leather interior, nice. Um, you know, Porsche has only the best. So they get the best in brown plastic Lego for their drivers. I remember the first time I saw brown, it really threw me off. It was on one of the Frontier kits, and it was a color unbeknownst to me prior. And that's always a kind of a weird event, big event for me. Basically changes my perception of Lego and what it can do. I mean, these days they do whatever color they want, but back then it was kind of a big deal for them to add a new color. I all right. So, when I first saw they did this. I hate using gender specific terms like this, but they did a girly kit that was all like, which ones are these? I guess that's these two stripy ones. This is always the big challenge for me is can I get this on straight and not have it look like complete garbage? I find the trick is to go up top. Oh, not bad. I'm going to give myself an A for that one, an A+. It's slightly off center, but not going to worry about it too much. I'm not a fan of stickers on Legos. Honestly, I'd rather they printed it. But sure, this is way cheaper for them. Okay. Nice job, Dave. Thank you. All right. So they did these, and they were like, they were like the worst gender stereotypes you could imagine. They were like kitchens and houses and ponies and stuff, but they had pink and lime green and all these garish colors that were definitely more. Oh, I guess this is tools. Interesting. They were more about is that a tool? Weird. Okay. I have no idea. Oh, that's the exhaust pipe. Oh, clever. That's the rear. Oh, nice. Look at that. That is cool. But first time I saw pink Legos, I will admit, I was like, 14 and mortified. So, these days, again, I roll with it. It's all good. I actually bought a bunch of those kits. So much for gender stereotyping. Turbo. This is how they get Porsche to sign off on them licensing their cars, I guess, is they really make them look cool and accurate. So, well done. Again, that one's a B. I'm gonna get that one. You notice it's just a hair off center. I'm gonna find that irksome later on when it's sitting on my shelf, but nevertheless. And this. Rear total. Okay, so there's your bumper. I guess we'll probably put lights on that later. I hope. That'll be cool. Here and here. It's clever how they get really smooth. Like it, the optical illusion of Lego is magnificent in that they can really get fantastic effects. But when you look at the individual pieces, when you get up close, you realize, oh wait, those don't even match up. How does that work? But it looks smooth and awesome in the final product. So A+ for Lego as always. You know me, I mean, for all my complaining, they can't do wrong as far as I'm concerned. These wheel wells originally came out with the train kits. They used to just have like the arches that they use in a lot of the buildings now, but you know, I guess they actually do look a lot better here. And steering wheel. Time for the steering wheel. Steering wheel goes here, just like I thought it would. Interesting. Okay. Sub-assembly time. We're going to do this and this. And this is going to go here. All four of these. Interesting. I'm always intrigued at this point, like, wait, well, how's this going to work? It's like a pleasant surprise. I get to feel clever when I figure it out, and then I get to be pleasantly surprised when I don't. So that goes there. Yes. Interesting. Interesting that they kind of, I don't know, they kind of redundant pieces here. They could have actually had one block. They've got a block that's got holes all the way through it. Or they could have done a single 1x4 block with a hole down the center. But they went with the 4 pieces of 2. And again, no complaints. It's more Legos, but nevertheless. Okay, here and here. This helps firm it up. Feels much stronger already. And then here and here. And again, you'll see I had 2 separate piles of the blue flat elbows. This piece and this one. And the flat 2x2. Oh, I only have one that I can tell, like this here. It's interesting how they sometimes do that when they could have actually had the parts all together. There. Here and here. Oh. Bumper time. Alright, let's see how I do on this one. They do number the stickers. I'm going to try to get this as flush as possible so I have a continuous bumper. See how it angles, but it's alright. Didn't quite get it. I'm a Lego expert. I'm not a sticker expert. That one's better. Still off. That's going to bug me. All right. And then up top, this is sticker number 7 and 8. This time I want more to line up there. Again, Lego expert, not Sticko expert. This is where I wish they'd taken the time to actually screen print the ink onto the Lego itself, the Lego brick itself. Sorry, I try to use the correct terminology according to Lego. Lego does not make Legos. They make Lego bricks and Lego toys. And I do try to keep that up as much as possible. But even I screw up, and I've been calling it the incorrect term since I was a kid, so my apologies. It is not my intention. If you talk to anyone from Lego, they will say they don't make Legos. Wait, that going already? Oh, yep, just did. Interesting. All right. One long here, and it gets the Porsche. I don't know if you can see it, but it got this actually the Porsche symbol right there. Lets you know that it's officially licensed. Right on the hood. You know what? Next time I'm going to break out my tweezers, because this is not great. It's just a hair off. But again, same thing I was talking about before. See how it looks like it's intentional, but really it's not even close to matching the way it would be in real life. But that's the beauty, the illusion, the magic of Lego. Here and here. And two of these half rounders here. Oh, these are cool. I like these. I like the way they look in here. Nice. And of course, always gotta, can't leave bumps showing. I actually agree with that, but it's kind of the new way of, that's the new thing. It used to be like all the cars had big, they looked like bricks with wheels with bumps on the top. Now they make sure to smooth everything off. Sub-assembly time. Here and here. And this goes here. That. Oh, I see. All right, cool. Still way more than it needed. That part could have easily been done with half the pieces. Again, not complaining. It's more Lego bricks for me. So, but just saying. I'm just saying. And interesting. Is it brown? Oh, you know, I guess that is brown. Huh. Okay. Okay. Not what I quite expected. No. Oh, I see why they did it this way. Because it's a five. Lego's got all these rules on parts, and they'll do 3 across, but not 5 across. And then they'll do so this part here, the way it fits, needs 3 bumps or needs 5 bumps, and the way they're organized, I assume, is they can't do 5 across. It's interesting. Okay, so the brown's not even showing on that. Huh. Cool. Oh, I skipped ahead a step. Sorry. I guess I knew how that one was going to go. Got a little snug. Oh, back one. And here and here. We are now assembling the cab, or the driver's compartment. Here and here. It's starting to look like a car. That's funny. Funny how that works. And these two go up and over. That's looking very familiar to me. Oh, sticker time. All right. This one has the potential train wreck written all over it. Let's see what I can do here. It's very, very challenging. You're probably seeing the back of my head as I lean over this. Oh, okay. Not bad. A little piece of fluff in there. this kit is for 7 and up, and I don't know how a 7-year-old would ever get this lined up properly. I'm a fully grown adult, and I'm struggling with it. All right, not bad. Again, I wish they'd just gone with the whole screen print. All right, what do we have here? Oh, okay, interesting. This piece and these two. This is where you get to where they use up the last of everything. You're sitting there through half the kit hoping that you're going to get a bunch of free stuff, and you don't get squat. I mean, you always get a couple of odds and ends, but it's never anything really cool like, you know, a free kit. If I had one request to send to Lego, I'd say, hey, throw in some more surprises for me, the consumer, to enjoy. Oh, this is the spoiler, I guess. Interesting. I know about spoilers from having played the game Car Wars as a kid. Oh, that looks cool. Wow, neat. Still sees turbo right there. Okay. Last little bits. Right there. I guess you gotta actually remove the that bit to get the driver in and out. All right, doing axle assembly now. And these are printed on the outside more, so I'm going to do that. They could have done something a little neater with the hubcap, I think. You know, again, who am I? I'm just some schlub that likes to put together Legos. Oops! Don't lose that. So. Rear wheel, front wheel. Love how it fits perfectly. It means I didn't mess anything up. The original wheels, the first car kit I ever had that was more than just literally the most basic junk, literally has 6-inch wheels. Here, yeah, I got one right here. This was the original wheel. The very first Lego wheel that I ever had that was from Technic. And compare that to this. Basically, it's a giant monster truck wheel. Anyway, sorry. I'm spinning off into nostalgia zone. And there. I was going through some of my old stuff last week. Yep, there it is. Porsche driving the Forza Horizon 4. Porsche Speedster. Come on, Barry, let's go for a ride. Oh, they gave me 2 tailpipe. You know, that's cool. They actually, I gotta say, as compared to the kit we did last week, there's a lot more free extra parts here. I gotta say, I'm duly impressed. It's quite a haul. So there's your car, there's your safety cones, there's your kid and his airplane toy in the middle of the street. Look out, kid, no! No, I would never have a kid get hit by a car, but you know, it's ironic that I would get this kit and randomly and this one at the same time. Now I say I would never have a kid get hit by a car, but when you look at the stuff I make for myself and the games I used to play with Lego, they're all incredibly violent. So, you know, Yeah, very cool. I like this kit a lot. This is definitely going on the shelf with the cones. Except I'm going to set it up like this, like he's obviously just blaring through. Anyway, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I know most of you are just friends of mine that I texted to beg you to watch my video, but I think I'm having fun with this. I've gotten compliments on the melodious and soothing nature of my voice, so I hope you enjoy that. And everybody have a wonderful day. And if you get this kit, I will put a link to this kit in the description for this video. If you like it, you can assemble it. And you're going to have to buy a bunch of the Series 21 kits to get one of these so you can have the tragic and horrible accident I was talking about earlier. But otherwise, you're good to go. Thanks, everyone, and have a wonderful day.